national scene. I'm trying to look at the bigger picture, you know.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
So now we are jumping into the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Team Gosu up against Salty Salad. And this is going to be best of one, single elimination. Who will move on and who will be knocked down to the lower bracket. This is Gosu's first game in the NACT Spring Seasons Qualifier Stage 1. You've got Gosu General running the main position as the marksman. He is going to be running that Bruno, going up against Yafits on the Claude. Merciless running on the Ruby. Shiroi on the Akai. I believe that's Aurora as well for Paul. And Reckless did slide up the Mathilda, which I'm surprised walked through this draft. The Mathilda and the Aurora, and they traded that for a Nana and a Joy. I guess you can count the Claude as a good pickup, but against the Akai, I'm not really sure if I agree with that one too much. Joy, so he can definitely keep the Joy away from the neutral objectives with the heavy spin. Just has to play his cards right. You look at that invasion, though, on to the purple buff. Do they force it out? They did not force the Retribution. Wasn't able to hit it on time, though. Shiroyuki will claim it with his Retribution for the side of Team Ghost. Heavy spin on the wall, pinning, and possibly getting a kill. You are going to see Nana's passive be procced and First Blood drawn. Ruby does get the kill. Estes gets a kill of his own. No, he actually does get taken down. Two members falling. Make that another possibly. You are going to see Pimpin' Peso get one of his own, though. Takes down Reckless with the Furious Dive. Enhanced Furious Dive. He did use the power of that Black Dragon, but Shiroyuki is going to take him down and respond. 3-1 on the scoreboard. So far, Gosu leading the pace in the early game and ahead by about over 1,000 gold. Call back to the base, and that's going to allow General to get a boost he was looking for in terms of gold. But no, Yafets doesn't go back. He is going to go ahead and clear that minion. A wise play. He needs to stay in there. He does not want Gosu to kind of lead in terms of gold. Second turtle of the game going to Team Gosu. That's 2 turtles so far. Circling Eagle, though, may be able to get a kill. Does connect, but Joy will be able to get out of there. 5-minute mark. 2,000 gold lead for the side of Gosu. 2 turtles. No turrets have fallen. And they're leading by 2 kills. Now, let's look at what's going to happen in the late game, right? A late game, the Claude will take off. The Nana honestly can do some massive damage too if they're not careful. You're looking at Merciless. He's definitely going to be the one to kind of open up the map for some sets. Pairing him up with Paul. If they can both get those off, you're going to see some heavy CC, which could be a problem for the side of Salty Salad. Speaking of CC, you are looking at a 3v3 on the way. Gold has been taken off for all the turrets. And they are stacked on the top side, trying to protect and deny the invasion. Circling Eagle, though, and the freeze does connect, forcing out Nana's passive. Reckless forced to use that flicker away. You are going to see Joy with the electrifying beats, though. Not able to really hit the mark and deal that additional damage for the kill. On the bottom side, though, looks like a 2v1 situation on Yu Zhong. Some heavy focus into the jungle, but a little bit too far in the enemy base. Pinned on the wall. Too much CC to get out of with the heavy spin. And down he goes. Merciless will pick up that kill. And honestly, it's not really the best thing. He's down for 15 seconds. Merciless may be able to clear out these minions to take that turret. But speaking of turrets, Yafits on the top side. May be able to claim one as well. Paul will get a kill. Is going to shut down Kuya Mastery. 5-1 so far. Gosu leading 4 kills ahead of Salty Salad so far. And looking really good. Now, I feel like BTK and Gaming Gladiators have done it a little bit faster on these matches, on closing it out than Gosu has so far, but we're just getting started. Paul is going to go ahead and take out the Estes. That's going to be his second kill so far, or second death so far in this game. Joy will get a kill of his own, though. Is going to find Reckless. That's 6-2 on the scoreboard. Mid lane left completely open, though. Paul will go ahead and clear out those minions. Not going to be able to take it. I don't think he has enough time to get that spacing. But speaking of spacing, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Merciless. Heavy presence on the bottom lane with this Ruby. Not only was able to get that kill, taking down Pimpin' Peso, but also able to take that turret. Turtle has spawned in, and wasting no time, Shiroi with the Retribution is going to go ahead and claim it for Gosu. Arcane Boots was picked up from Kuya Mastery. He's going to have some magic pin, especially in the early game, to be able to deal some massive damage to those who have the magic defense. Blazing Duet, though, going in, clearing out the minions. Gonna BMI out of there, circling Eagle to connect for the stun onto the Joy. A little bit of a knock-up, and Paul, an alley-oop from Reckless, is able to secure the kill. 7-2 lead for Team Gosu, and now trying to push through in the mid lane. Will he be able to take it though? That minion's very low. Looks like he may be able to claim it. Yes, Shiroi is going to go ahead and get that. Merciless 2v1 against the Estus, and Kuya Mastery going far behind enemy lines is going to use the IMU to pull in Kuya Mastery. Shiroi is going to get a kill, takes down Pimpa Peso, now invading into the purple buff of the side of Salty Salad. General able to claim the turret on this top side. The tier 1 does fall with the assistance of Reckless on the Mathilda. Heavy spin forced out. Electrifying beats from the Joy, trying to get a kill. Merciless forced to flicker away. Not going to be able to sustain himself. Is going to use the minions. Is going to grab them with the hooks. But here comes the Estus. A good counterplay from Gosu to keep Merciless alive. As you're going to see Paul join the party alongside Shiroi. And able to bring him back to safety. Sustainability at its finest, and that's just one of the strong things that the Ruby brings to the table. Ruby's a hero that we're starting to see a repetitive pattern with. We've seen Fried Chicken running it as well. And this has been pretty dominant, honestly. So that's definitely one we're going to be adding to the notes on what's been selected majority of these times inside of these matches. Right now, 8-2 on the scoreboard. Yaffer has finally got his core item. Did pick up that Demon Hunter sword. Could be a potential threat for Shiroi Yuki on the Yakai and also on the Ruby, as both of them are high HP heroes. And that Demon Hunter sword is definitely going to soak into that HP pool that they have. The higher the HP pool is, the more it'll deal damage to. Now, looking at the map so far, all tier 1 turrets have been claimed for Gosu, and they've taken every single neutral objective. All the turtles have went in their favor, and now the First Lord has spawned in, and it looks like it may be a similar story as you are looking at Salty Salad on the opposite side of the map, trying to close the distance all over the place right now. Not able to get that objective in time, and General is going to be able to claim it for his team. Gosu looking good so far. Salty Salad, though, on the other side of the table, has some things they need to do to be able to even out this game. If they want to even it out, have to find some pickoffs, right? It's going to start with maybe Pimpa Peso opening up with a play on the Black Dragon and the Furious Dive into the back line. It's going to rely on Kiyosu staying close to the team and keeping them alive, and then also Yafet's getting those core items on this Claude in time as we get to that mid to late game to be able to deal the damage to soak into not only Shiroi but also Merciless and take down the tankier opponents. There goes Pimpa Peso with the Black Dragon hovering around. We kind of talked about him being the opener, but that's a little early, too early for my liking, especially with this Lord already intact. Didn't really do much damage, and now that Black Dragon is not available for this skirmish, you're going to go ahead and see the inhibitor possibly open up. Lord at 50% HP. General gets killed, takes down Kiyosu. Full team behind him. Merciless is going to get killed, is going to take down Kiyasu. You are looking at 3 members standing for Salty Salad. Lord does fall. Inhibitor still standing. We are looking at Gosu still pushing through. Will open up the base, finds the mid lane inhibitor, and now do they pull their punches? Do they go back, or are they going to try and take some more inhibitors? Looks like they are going to go for the bottom one. Able to claim it, not wasting any time. General, eyes on the prize. Heavy spin goes out, trying to push them back, not trying to give them the early finish they're looking for at the 10-minute mark. General gets another kill, finds Pimpa Peso. Paul is going to find the Joy. 2 members falling from Salty Salad. Base Crystal at 50% HP, and Gosu has claimed victory in their first game in the NACT Spring Season Qualifier Stage 1 against Salty Salad. Fire. I like it. I like it a lot. Guys, we have another match. Gosu's doing good. I'm not going to waste any more time, though. We are looking at